Blitz Retaliation. During World War II, the term Blitz Retaliation refers to the strategic bombing campaign conducted by the British Royal Air Force (RAF) against German cities in response to the sustained bombing raids carried out by the German Luftwaffe during the Blitz. The Blitz lasted from September 1940 to May 1941, saw intensive German air raids targeting British cities, particularly London, causing widespread destruction, civilian casualties and psychological terror. In response, the British launched their own bombing raids against German cities as a form of retaliation and to disrupt German war production and morale. In response to the devastating impact of the Blitz on British cities and civilians, the RAF implemented a strategic bombing campaign against German cities as a form of retaliation and to divert German resources from the Eastern Front and other theatres of war. The British strategic bombing raids aimed to target industrial centres, transportation hubs and military installations in Germany to disrupt production, infrastructure and morale. Bomber Command operated various types of bombers, including the Avro Lancaster, Handley Page Halifax and Shortley Stirling, to carry out nighttime bombing raids on German cities. The bombers faced significant challenges such as enemy defences, adverse weather conditions and navigation difficulties during their missions. The RAF adopted a strategy of area bombing or carpet bombing during the Blitz Retaliation, targeting entire cities and urban areas rather than specific military targets. The goal of area bombing was to inflict maximum damage on industrial infrastructure, housing and civilian populations to disrupt German war production and undermine civilian morale. The bombing raids resulted in widespread destruction and loss of life in German cities. One of the most famous bombing raids conducted by the RAF was Operation Gomorrah, a series of raids on the city of Hamburg in July 1943. The bombing campaign resulted in a devastating firestorm that engulfed the city, causing massive destruction, civilian casualties and a humanitarian crisis. The impact of Operation Gomorrah highlighted the destructive power of strategic bombing and the human costs of aerial warfare. The Blitz Retaliation, the RAF's strategic bombing campaign against the German cities, had a significant impact on the course of the war, the civilian population and the infrastructure of both countries. The bombing raids caused destruction, loss of life, and psychological trauma on a massive scale, raising ethical and moral questions about the use of aerial bombing as a weapon of war.